money and the pride's fraternal network. I'm not the most submissive lion in the so-called pride on a good day. I'm nearly at the breaking point after 3 months of bowing and scraping to this tool. Whatever he wants me to do, I hope it's quick or that it doesn't have to be done tonight. I glance at my watch. I have a study group in less than an hour across campus. Bent narrows his eyes at me through a cloud of smoke. A group? He asks. Or a girl? I stiffen and cock a brow, silently asking what the hell. In the smoke-filled basement of Prescott Hall with these blue bloods, Bent may be a pride legacy and I a mere prospect, but he knows I remember him as the lanky kid I met at freshman orientation. We've been tight ever since, and I've locked the door on most of the skeletons in his closet. My face blank, I toy with an unlit joint. What girl? There's a war between reluctance and loyalty on his face before he releases a smoky sigh. Prescott knows you don't study at the library. The words slide from one barely open, hardly moving corner of Bent's mouth. He knows you study at the laundromat. His face and eyes sober. He knows about Banner. The air chills around me, and a queasy feeling grips my stomach at the mention of Banner Morales. Dark, bottomless, espresso-colored eyes fringed with long, thick lashes. Full lips tinted by chocolate and roses, high cheekbones and one dimple on the right side. A bold nose dusted with exactly 7 freckles. I blink to clear the mental image, sharpening my focus on my best friend's worried expression. What does she have to do with this? I strip my voice of the emotion struggling to break the surface. She's just my study partner. Bent tips his head and gives me a knowing look. Foster, come on, it's me. I haven't talked to anyone about Banner, how I think about her all the time, and how she makes me laugh without even trying, how my dick gets hard when I smell her shampoo. All of this is fodder for merciless ribbing, so no, I haven't talked to anyone about Banner, except Bent, and even then not much. I maintain a blank face and level my mouth into a flat line. Dude, I'm clueless, I answer evenly. Yeah, well, you... Benton, what are you and the prospect talking about? Prescott demands from the other end of the table. Care to share with your brothers? He addresses the question to Bent, but his eyes latch on to my face, and I don't look away. Nothing, Bent answers easily, lifting the joint to his lips. Finals. Ah, finals. Prescott lopsides a phony grin. That's right. I remember from his application that our prospect is summa cum laude. Not yet, I remind him. 1 more semester. It's a miracle my GPA hasn't suffered with all the ridiculous errands and stunts Prescott has assigned me. But it'll happen, he replies, his smile several degrees warmer than his frosty blue eyes. You're a smart guy. Here on scholarship, right? The silent implication, how else could I afford Carrington? It's true. My dad is retired military, and my stepmother is a teacher. I wasn't raised with the luxuries these guys took for granted growing up. But I will have them. Unlike these spoiled brats, I'll earn them. All of this runs through my head while Prescott and I stare at one another, neither showing our hands or our thoughts. Bent said Prescott knows about Banner, which can't be good. I'm waiting to hear what this last rite of passage is, and it better not have anything to do with her. She'd laugh in my face if she knew the idiotic shit I've been doing to get into some secret society that will supposedly pave my way in the future. Banner doesn't do shortcuts and doesn't look for fast tracks. She is a fast track. The girl's certified Mensa, for God's sake. Her brain was the first thing about her that turned me on. We faced off once in our debate and public speaking class. Needless to say, she shredded my every argument and ripped apart each of my rebuttals. I could barely walk back to my seat, my dick was so hard. Are you ready for the final right? Prescott asks, reminding me that unfortunately I'm still here. Sure. I've found saying less is always better with Prescott. He's like a parasite.